It's a throwdown!
Hey guys, Crazy Gaby here. Welcome to Wednesday. It is a great day indeed because last night we had 12 games in the NBA. Today we have 9 games in the NBA. Nothing more that a fantasy basketball addict like myself could ask for. Last night, of course, featured some high-scoring action as C.J. Miles, at a value price tag, put up over 50 fantasy points, and Damian Lillard did the same, albeit at a little bit of a higher price. Both players were listed in our Five Guys article yesterday, and congratulations to user Lickety Split, who took down the Facebook free roll, riding on C.J. Miles and Damian Lillard. Both of those guys, big players for him as he posted one of the higher scores I've seen so far this season. Now, tonight, we've got a lot of action for you over at FanThrowdown, and the number one thing I want to mention is golf. Now, I know you're thinking, wait a second, Crazy Gaby, golf? What are you talking about? Well, with the introduction of FanThrowdown's new quick pick style contest, it's never been easier to get involved in a sport that you might not know a whole lot about. Instead of looking at an entire salary cap to construct your roster, all you got to do is choose between two players. Hop on Google real quick, look up a little information about them, and boom, you've got just as good a chance as anybody else. Now, the lineups for PGA lock early tomorrow at noon Eastern Standard Time, so make sure you get those rosters in tonight. Speaking of tonight, we've also got 9 games in the NBA, like I mentioned, and 3 games in the NHL. It's a great opportunity for you to triple dip in all 3 sports. Have a lot of fun. There's nothing more fun than following every single game that's going on in the entire universe. Might be a little bit of hyperbole, but you get the point. Tonight, we're also going to be trying something different with the Facebook free roll. We've got quick pick action going on. That's right. These quick picks we're talking about, we're going to put it into play for the Facebook free roll. And all you got to do is choose between the first 2 games of the evening. Dirk Nowitzki versus Tim Duncan, and Brandon Jennings versus Kyle Lowry. You pick which of those 2 guys you like in each of the matchups, and then you enter the total fantasy point total between them as the tiebreaker. Dirk Nowitzki, of course, plays up to bigger competition. This is a big game against a Western Conference rival. He could easily go off. And Tim Duncan has been having his way with folks this season. The Dallas interior is a little bit weakened. Also, it's worth mentioning that Greg Popovich, coach of the San Antonio Spurs, tends to rest players at will, but since it's a 7 o'clock tip-off time for the San Antonio Spurs, we will know definitively one way or the other whether or not Tim Duncan is playing. Brandon Jennings versus Kyle Lowry is interesting, as Brandon Jennings carries as much upside as any player in the NBA, but Kyle Lowry has been playing unbelievably consistent lately, and he's also a defensive pit bull. It will be interesting to see how Brandon Jennings responds to the heavy pressure as soon as he comes across half court. The password to tonight's Facebook free roll is Spurs, so make sure you get in that. The link will be posted about an hour before tip-off time tonight. For those of you playing salary cap games, don't worry either. I've got you covered with my 5 Guys article that you can link to in the description box below. Tonight's top play is Goran Dragic at 10,800 against the Minnesota Timberwolves. The pace of this game is going to be elevated, and Goran Dragic, without Eric Bledsoe in the lineup, has been a monster. Take advantage of him at a lowered price tag and win yourself some money tonight. I'm Crazy Gaby, and from all of us here at Fan Throwdown, best of luck this evening. I'll see you tomorrow.